Good morning, everybody. I hope you are ready for yet another 20-minute Pilates session. Let's get straight into it. We're going to start on our all fours. In this position, just remember to make sure that your wrists are comfortably under your shoulders, that your knees are comfortably under your hips. We're slowly going to inhale, and on the exhale, slowly rotate that pelvis up towards your chin and pushing your spine up towards the ceiling, making sure neck is in neutral. Inhale, exhale, extend that spine, open that chest, making sure that that pelvis is in neutral. And inhale, exhale, rotating and lifting that spine up towards the ceiling. And inhale, exhale, opening that chest. And last one, pushing that spine up towards the ceiling. And from here, you're going to go back to neutral, tucking those toes in under your feet. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, lifting hips up towards the ceiling, pushing those heels into the ground. I want you to allow a deep stretch behind the back of your knee and into your hamstring. So extend your knee as much as you can, and you're going to hold. Rotate that pelvis up towards the ceiling. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bending those knees back down and lifting those knees off the ground to hover for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And dropping those knees down, extending that pelvis up towards the ceiling. You're digging your left heel into the ground, bending that right knee, and you're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and extending that right knee, bending that left knee, pushing that heel into the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bending knees back and hovering those knees back off the ground to hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly leaning into that rest position, pushing those arms into the ground, and you're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lift back into that all fours position. You're going to tuck those toes in to lift those glutes up towards the ceiling. We're going to extend your right leg up towards the ceiling, pointing it and keeping it straight. You're going to inhale, exhale, tuck that knee in and extend, allowing a stretch down that left hamstring and an activation into that right glute. And knee tuck and extend. Let's do 3 more. And 1, and extend, and 2, and extend, and 3, and extend. Dropping that leg down, lifting that left leg. Inhale, exhale, knee tuck, and extend, and knee tuck, and extend. And let's do 3 more. And 1, and 2, and 3, and bending that knee down and leaning into that rest position. Well done, everyone. I hope you're feeling comfortably warmed up. We've got one more little sequence of warm up before we can get into our actual sequence. Let's get back into that all fours. We're going to extend right leg and left arm into a Supine hold. Okay, we're going to hold for 10 seconds and then we're going to alter the position. Let's go for 5. Remember, just make sure you're tucking in, lengthening that spine, bringing belly to spine. Now, you're going to point your toes towards your nose and you're going to bring your leg out and your arm towards the side, and you're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly back. Try keep that leg straight. When you're in that position, you should be getting a nice little glute burn, and extend and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, pointing those toes towards the wall behind you, and 3, 2, now you're pointing those toes towards the wall in front of you, bringing that leg towards the side and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back to center, back to all fours, and leaning into that rest position, and keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back into that all fours, and we're going to hold into those knees off the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly leaning back into a seated position. Well done. We've just got through and completed that warm-up. I hope you're feeling nice and activated. We're going to bring our feet towards our glutes. We're going to lengthen that spine, hugging our hands behind the back of our knees, and we're going to activate that core, suck in that pelvic floor, and inhale and breathe out. And we're going to do 2 more deep breaths, and in and out. And last one, while you're breathing, I want you to feel that activation in and out, and we're slowly going to lengthen those legs, bringing arms in front of us, palms facing each other. Inhale, and on the exhale, slowly rolling ourselves down towards the floor, and then extending arms overhead, lengthening that spine, and bringing arms towards the sides, bending those knees, making sure that your feet are 1.5 feet distance away from your glutes, a fist width apart. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, lifting right leg, then left leg into that tabletop position, making sure that you are lengthening through that spine, core is tight. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, do single leg toe taps, and 1, inhale up, and 2, core tight, 3, 4, 5, we're doing 8, 6, 7, and 8. From here, keeping in that tabletop position, bringing arms in front of you, palms facing each other. We're going to do single leg toe tap with a straight leg lower and back up, and single leg toe tap with a straight leg lower, keeping those core nice and activated, and right and straight leg lower, making sure that when you straighten that leg, that pelvis stays activated and stays in its correct position, while that core stays activated. And let's do 2 more on each leg, and lower, and left leg, and lower, and last one, right leg, and lower. And from here, last little bit, keeping those knees where they are, keeping that core tight. You're going to inhale, exhale, extend arms overhead, and lift back up into a light little crunch, and arms overhead, arms back to ceiling, and lifting the scaps off the ground into a light crunch. We're going to do 4 more of these after this one, and arms overhead. That's 1, core tight, 2, and 3 and 4. And slowly bringing those knees towards your chest and hugging those knees in. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Placing our feet back onto the floor. We're going to lift those legs back up into tabletop position. Palms facing each other and arms lifted up towards the ceiling, drawing the scaps down the back, making sure you're in a comfortable core activation position. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, double leg toe tap into tabletop crunch. And 2 and 3, 4, core tight, 5 and 6, 2 more, 7 and 8. Keeping yourself with your scaps off the ground, we're going to bring your hands towards your sides and you're going to push the air for 10. Keep that neck comfortable, but the scaps off the ground. Please don't strain your neck. And let's do 3 more. And 2 and 1. Lifting arms overhead, dropping head, neck and chest back towards the ground. Right leg down, left leg down, bringing arms into a T position, keeping those ankles and knees together. You're going to rock from side to side, allowing a stretch into that side of your body. And let's do 1 more on each side. Well done. I hope you're all managing. We're going to bring those hands back to the side. We're going to lift right leg up into tabletop and then left leg up into tabletop. We're going to interlace our hands behind our head. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, lifting head, neck and chest off the ground. We're going to stay there, and from here you're going to slowly rotate towards your right hand side, then inhale center and exhale left hand side, inhale center, and that's 3 and 4, core tight, and 5 and 6, 7, last one, 8, and slowly down, hugging those knees towards your chest, and you're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly dropping those legs onto the floor. We're going to lift right leg up, left leg up. We're going to place both hands onto our right knee. Imagine that knee coming towards your chest, but you're resisting that with your arm, so you can feel a deep activation into that right part of your tummy. And while you're doing that, you are toe tapping with that left leg. And exhale, toe tap, inhale, lift. And 3, keep going. And 4 and 5, 6, keep going, 7 and 8, and slowly transferring your hands to your left knee. Inhale, exhale, toe tap, and 1 and 2, keep going, 3, bringing that belly to spine, 4 and 5, 6, 7, last one, and 8, and last little push, placing one hand on each knee and hugging. Imagine those knees coming towards your chest while you're resisting with your hands for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg down, left leg down, arms in a T position, feet slightly larger than shoulder width apart, and you're just going to rock those knees from side to side, allowing them to drop towards the floor. And let's do one more on each side. And bringing those feet back to center, arms on your sides, ankles and knees a fist width apart, sucking in that pelvic floor. You're going to inhale, and on the exhale, lifting and rolling that pelvis up towards the ceiling. Hips to ceiling, tucking in that pubic bone towards your chin, digging those heels into the ground. You're going to bring arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other, and you're slowly, while maintaining that glute activation, you're going to inhale, exhale, slowly lower arms overhead, and inhale, bring them back up. That's 1. We're going to do 6 of these. While you're doing this, I want you to make sure, even though it's your arms that are doing the movement, it's your glutes and your hamstrings that are doing the work. And let's do 3 more. And exhale, lower, inhale, up. Exhale, lower, inhale, up. And inhale, lifting those hips to slowly roll back down. You're going to bring arms into a T position. We're going to inhale, exhale, lifting those hips up towards the ceiling, 1 vertebra at a time, keeping that control. Don't let those knees fall out. We're going to bring arms up towards each other, keeping those glutes activated. Inhale, exhale, lower your arms back to T position, and inhale back up, digging those heels into the ground. Exhale, lower. We're going to do 6 of these. 2, 3, keeping that glute tightness, and 4, keep going, and 5, and 6, and lifting arms up towards the ceiling, lowering those hips down in a controlled manner, back to neutral, placing arms on the sides of your body. You're going to inhale, exhale, lifting those hips back up towards the ceiling. Keeping that hip height, you're going to make sure that your hips stay exactly where they are by activating those glutes. We're going to open those knees away from each other and then tucking them back in. And that's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. We're doing 8, and 6, sucking in that pelvic floor, 7, and 8. Knees back to center, transferring your weight onto your left leg, extending that right knee and aligning it with the other one, and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that right leg down, lifting that left leg up and extending it and aligning those knees, and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down, lifting those hips to slowly bring those glutes and hips back down onto the floor. And we're going to lift that right leg up towards the ceiling, placing and interlacing your hands behind the back of your knee, and you're just going to hold for a hamstring stretch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down, lifting the other leg to stretch out that hamstring for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly dropping that leg down. We're going to turn over onto our sides. We're going to extend our arms, the lower arm out onto the floor, resting your head on that arm. We're going to extend, placing the other hand in front of you. You're going to stabilize and make sure you're stacking your shoulders, stacking your hips. You're going to inhale, and on the exhale, lifting your knees up towards the ceiling, and inhale down, and exhale up, and inhale down, and 2, keep going, and 3, we're doing 8, and 4, 5, 6, go as high as you can while still maintaining control, 7, and we're going to hold in the air for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly drop. We're going to lift back up and hover both legs in the air. Inhale, exhale, lift, and we're going to, keeping that lower leg hovered, we're going to lift and extend that top leg in a backward 45-degree angle. We're going to do 10, and that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lift and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering that leg and dropping those legs both onto the floor. We're going to turn over to do that same thing with that other side. Keep it up, everyone. Last little exercise of the day. Resting that head on that arm. We're going to make sure that you're extending both legs, stacking those hips and those shoulders. Inhale and exhale, lift, and inhale down. That's 1. We're doing 8, and 2, and 3, and 4. Keep going, and 5, and 6, core tight, and 7, and we're going to hold for 10 after this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down, and lifting back up, and hovering that bottom leg, lifting that top leg in a backward 45-degree direction. That's 1, and 2, core tight, 3, we're doing 8, 4, and 5, making sure you're not falling, 6, and 7, and 8, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lowering those legs down onto the floor to turn onto your backs. And we are going to place right ankle on left knee, hugging that knee to chest and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and changing legs and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and placing both legs onto the floor. I hope you enjoyed that session. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to our channel so you can get more videos just like this one every day. So looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a good day, everybody.